The most important thing in your life is your relationship with God. Do you hear me? Your relationship with God is the most important thing in your life. I love my conversations with my daughter, Julie. So yesterday we were talking about this guy who she saw on the street one day, and he just started screaming in the background, everything is you and God. Everything is you and your discernment. And let me tell you, I don't play with this discernment. This discernment is my new most important word to share with you guys. This discernment is God's voice that we could hear every moment to tap into divine wisdom and guidance and clarity for our life, guys. Don't joke with this discernment. So yesterday we were talking about this discernment, that I wanted to be so close to God, that listening to God every moment, every second, what is it that he would have us to do, what to say, where to go, like all day. Tapping into God, guys. So this morning I'm out on my run listening to my guy from the first prayer group. And of all things for him to say, he said, I want you to say this affirmation. I will follow my discernment. And that was God speaking to me, guys. That was my God wink. When I heard him say that after my conversation with Julie, that we're going to follow this discernment, to hear this guy on this first light prayer say exactly that. Say, I want you to affirm, today I will follow my discernment. Your girl got so excited there on her run. Because that's where I want the whole world, man. It's just you and your discernment. Knowing God's voice. You hear me? Do you hear me? We have to learn God's voice. That's the most important thing we could do in our life, is to know his voice. Like today, I'm talking to my sons in the car and about our Nissan dealership that we say we're going to open up, guys. Can you believe that we're discussing opening a franchise Nissan dealership? It's loading. And how are we going to do that, guys? Just the discernment from God, guys, following him every moment, every second. God, what is it that you would have me to do? But you have to know his voice, guys. So the important thing with the prayer today, what he talked about, is for us to learn the path that God has called us, guys. So you could be walking along a path, right? And there's two directions. One going this way, one going this way. So you have to ask God, which path do I take? It's so key. That Proverbs 3:5-6, like, trust in the Lord with all your heart, right? But in all your ways, acknowledge him and he will guide your path. So when these choice points come up, guys, here's what I need us to do. We need to PPP. I learned this from Kitty Rose the other day. PPP means first you pause, you pray and say, God, what is it that you would have me to do? And then you proceed. Okay, guys, pause, pray, proceed. Tap into that discernment, because God knows everything about our lives. He knows the best direction that we should go. He knows the battles to fight, the battles to ignore. Like, I'm having fun with my hubby this morning because I had this dream. I had this dream that my husband was leaving me. Say, Nick, I'm leaving you for this other woman. I said, look, tell that other woman, over my dead body, you're leaving me. So I look back at the amount of time I've wasted worried about my husband, and if he's with this woman and he's with that woman, like a crazy lady. So much wasted time, guys. So an important part of life is knowing the battles to take on and the battles to leave with God. So on this other woman issue, guys, I just have to say, God, that's your battle. You deal with it. I just make a fun little joke out of it. Like my brother Jay said, say, Nick, that's all, man. So what can we do? We got to stop breaking up our families over it, guys. And we got to be calm and sensible and wise. Certain battles we're going to give to God, guys. It is what it is. Okay, so important. I remember one time I called my brother Kevin and he said, Nix, Don't call me again to complain about your life. Just call me and tell me what a gorgeous life you have. Because he knew I was barking up the wrong battles, you know? So now, instead of me talking to my husband, oh, where were you? Who were you talking to? Blah, 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 I'm telling him, honey, we're talking about opening a Nissan dealership. Are you with us? You know, I'm talking about big dreams and goals. Who has time to be wasted on, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? No. So, we got choices to make all day. 1,000 decisions a day. When we make them, I need us to do this PPP. We're going to pause, pray, proceed. And the silly, stupid battles that we're fighting and destroying our homes, guys, we got to just say, bye-bye. Bye-bye you. And you just ignore. Pretend you don't know. Like Julie said, you become numb. Pretend you don't know what you know. Pretend you don't see what you see. And just keep your eyes on God and having that discernment. God, help me to be the wife you would have me to be. God, help me to be the mom you would have me to be. God, help me to be the person you would have me to be. Let me be your girl, God. Let me just glorify you in everything I do, all day, every day. I'm going with Kanye West now. Kanye West said, I work for God. So that's me. God, I work for you. So when I die, you will say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Okay, guys? So all day, tapping into discernment. God, what would you have me to do or not do? God, what would you have me to say or not say? God, where will you have me to go or not go? Wrapping our entire lives with God, intertwined with God, having our being every moment, every second with God. He knows the best plans for us. That Jeremiah 29:11. Say, I know the plans I have for you. The plans to prosper you and not to harm you. But if you're not listening to God, you go down the wrong path with the wrong people doing the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? So the wiser Nikki has learned, before I do anything, God, what is it that you would have me to do? And listen to that discernment. Forget logic and forget reason. Forget this mind and what this mind is telling us. We got to practice learning God's voice, okay? So it's a practice, just learning. You know, like when I was driving to deliver a car this week to a customer, and God just had me to stop at a Nissan dealership and just stopping right there at that light in front of that dealership when I've been talking to my sons about this Nissan dealership that we're going to open. It was just like a little update from God. But him just saying, yes, Nick, I want you to work towards that. I want you to dream big with me. Nothing is impossible for God, guys. Let's dream big and have our hopes in him. We roll with a big God, so let's dream big. So I call a hubba up and say, look, if we're going to open this Nissan dealership with our sons, we have to learn to work as a team. And that's what Joshie prayed for under the tree, guys, on Sunday. He said, Mommy, I pray for us to work as a team. May we all work as a team, guys. The whole human race, may we work as a team, helping each other, encouraging each other. Somebody just called me and he said, each one teach one. He said, as you learn, you teach. So that's my job from God, to show up here to teach you guys, to say, let's not miss out on this life with God. The best life, I promise you. Because we got back on. Don't joke with this prayer from the First Light prayer group. Oh my gosh, that prayer is changing my life, guys. And then my messages from my brother Carrie. Carrie has been such an important part of my life, guys, because every day I drop my sons off to school, we listen to Carrie, and today was about the impossible, that God could do the impossible when he told Abraham and Sarah that they were going to have a child, and Sarah was barren and old age. Like, how could she have a child, you know? But God did it, and that's our God. That's why I say, forget logic. He could do anything. Okay, so don't joke around with your relationship with God. Wake up every day. You don't have to have a God tree. You could have a God corner in your bedroom, and you just go and spend time with him. I highly recommend that First Light prayer on YouTube. I highly recommend We Roll with God on YouTube. The Words of Wisdom playlist with my brother Kiri. I highly, highly, highly recommend them. But start your day. Have a God morning routine. Nothing, do you hear me? Nothing more important than our relationship with Papa God.